guys, the show house at Ecoworld Setia Alam is up, so I'm bringing you all to visit Duduk, the one that we talk about, right? That's Duduk, right? Yeah. Here you go. Let you have a quick look of the design of the house. It's 1,000 square feet. All right. The build-up is 1,000. 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, semi-furnished, and clubhouse activities. There are 2 blocks, 2 towers. So this is the layout of the house. The very unique thing is that if you look at the width, right, it's almost a square shape. And what does the square shape allows them to do? You come in, there's a small little foyer. You come in, immediately there's a kitchen. You have the island. You walk in, there's dining, all the way living, and it's very wide. This is 14 feet. 14 feet, huh? And then here you have the first bathroom, right? Piping and all that, water piping and all that. And then master room is here, and then you go into the master room. There's the master room toilet. On this side, there's bedroom and bedroom. All right. So to maximize space, there are no walkways, right? Because walkways reduce space, and in a 1,000 square foot condo or a unit, you want it to be maximized. All right. So let me quickly show you where I'm standing here currently. It's actually the balcony. Alright, and the balcony, there's a space for air conditioning units, which will be here. So somewhere over here there is basically a gate for us to put the air conditioning units of the house. It's all over here. But you can see the balcony is actually rather long for the size of the house. It's a 1,000 square feet house, but you have a very long balcony, very comfortable. And then of course that's the width of the house, right? It's actually very, very wide. Look at that. As I'm sitting here, right, this is the distance, and I can have a very wide view of the unit, right? Because it's 14 feet, right? In fact, you can even put your sofa in the middle here, nearer, and then at the back you can do a cupboard for people to walk through. Okay, so this is one of the rooms. Of course, this will be the window. All right, and of course this is an ID design, right? Very obvious. If someone's staying here, there will be a cupboard over there. There will be a working table over here. I would prefer my working table right next to my bed. And of course this is a makeup mirror, right? You can have a makeup, but you can put your laptop anyway these days. These days we don't use like a super desktop or something, right? So, and this one is of course more for design lah, huh? You need a cupboard actually. A cupboard will be more functional. And then here you can put a mirror, or you can hang a TV for your own room, you know, but it's not. Oh, this is pretty clever. This is pretty clever. Anyway, yeah, so that's how the room is, and then you can mount your air conditioning units there. But basically it's a usable size. Don't forget, this is a 1,000 square foot condo, and I've seen a lot of smaller rooms than these. Now this is another room, but why they do it like this here is because they want to turn this into a playroom, and then they put a rack over here so that when the parents are checking out the house with the salesperson, the kids can play here, and then they are under supervision. But this is actually a wall. Alright, this is a wall which is a beam that you cannot knock away, and then this is the opening to the room. And I really like this. I know this is not practical, but this is really beautiful. Alright, whoever came up with this is nice, but you're gonna have a lot of dust, huh? But still. So yeah, this will be a wall, right, and that you cannot knock, but this will be another room that is the same size as that. Alright, so the reason they do this is because kids can play here and then they can observe them. So that's the kitchen, right? For a 1,000 square foot condo, to have a kitchen of this size, look at that. is very, very nice. The space. You can have your dryer and washer over here. Alright? You can sit here and read a book. Now, for those units that are partially furnished, you get the entire kitchen cabinet until here. Until this part. You get the cupboard. Okay? But then, it's up to you when you want to renovate. For me, you see, this is how the layout is, right? The kitchen, you have the island over here, you have your dining over here. But if it were up to me, I would actually extend this all the way to here, and then I have the island come out from here all the way to here. Then I don't want the dining table. So basically, I will do the separation over here because this wall is a wall that I cannot knock, right? I will pull the island from there to here, and then I'll have a giant kitchen. I will also have a lot more room than it is now for me to do my exercise, my tabata, whatever. Not me, my wife. I don't exercise. Anyway, so I will make do without the dining table. Then I'll have a much larger space here. But it's up to each, right? Some people say, you need so much space for what, right? For me, the island that I would extend out here, I would make it wider, much wider than this. In fact, almost 1.5, maybe. Basically, it's a lot wider. So I will make the island a lot wider, so it's almost as wide as 1/3 of this, or even the full width of this. Why? Because it will double as a dining table. All the chairs over there, all the chairs over here. I will have a dining table that I can probably sit 10 person. I can do my work here. My you know, every house now you have a place where people just stand there, drink water, sit down, play their phone, have meals, and use their computer and all that. Basically, the hangout area would be this major table. So I have a lot of space back there, a lot of space back here, and then I don't need the dining table anymore. That will be how I would do it. This is the entrance. Coming into the house, this is the entrance. You have a very small space over here to put your shoe racks and all that, but at least you have a space to put your shoe racks and all that. Alright, let's go into the first bath. Alright, so it's, again, I'm telling you all here, this is a sensible size. They try to maximize every single space in this 1,000 square foot condo. Remember, some condos you have tiny toilets that are only half the size, and then with a shower over here. Every single space that are designed here is very, very sensible. You have wide space to bath, right? Right? It's not like you're gonna hit anything, right? And then the toilet, then your sink, and then here's the master. This is the master room. So again, this part will be the windows, all right? And then you see the cupboard, the bed. Is that a king or a queen? It looks really wide. The cupboard over here. Most people will put the cupboard all the way here, right? Because we need to put our clothes and all that. And a lot of times, if you notice, most of the clothes that we wear is that 8 or 10 pieces. The others are all just kept in our cupboard for no reason. All right. So you can put a dressing table over here. Again, every single space. Oh, that's a very clever way. Oh, I never thought of that. That's very nice, isn't it? Alright, again, you get a nice area to shower, and then basically it's usable. It's not in any way cramped. Every single space that they optimize, right, there's none of it that is like super duper cramped. Of course, if I were to point out one thing, is that this room don't get their own toilet, and this room don't get their own toilet as well, but it's just across the hallway, right? So there's no choice. But given that this is a 1,000 square feet condo, for them to cram so many things in, for so many things to be so spacious, I think it's lovely. Alright, the next video I will show you all the designs from the participants of our interior design contest. who will be competing on this. And another thing I want to tell you all, this comes standard, right? So you get a Google Home, a mini Google Home, right? Double point wall switch, gateway, IR blaster. Basically, it's like a smart home thingy. Alright, so yep, there are two projects under this Duduk, one in Ecoworld, one in Eco Sanctuary. Alright, as far as I know, block 1, the bookings are up. Of course, they haven't gone through the stage of processing loan and all that, but it has been a fantastic response. So I'm very, very happy because we've been the only major partner in promoting this, and the design challenge is something that benefits everybody, right? Benefits home buyers, benefits the interior designers, who either those who participate gets to show their work, those who win gets to win a project. All right? Yeah. Lovely, lovely.